So, I would like to talk about my journey, where I started, where I began, and I'm still going on it. So, my journey started when I was young. At first, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't know anything really. I was all alone. A little child who didn't know anything really. My story, my path, the path that I was supposed to take. I wanted to figure everything out. I couldn't ask my parents though because it's hard and difficult to try to figure out things on your own. So I wanted to talk about everything that I need to, truly. So I began my journey at a very young age, looking for the paranormal, looking for an adventures, looking for everything that I could think of really. And for some reason I found my answer. So I am recently trying to figure out and learn about my abilities as a person who can see things but really not know what to do. I have taken class online trying to figure out these things, but seriously though, it's like it's hard to try to talk it out, to work it out, to try to understand where I'm supposed to go. And really, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. So I recently started to feel that my abilities have grown at the age of 20. So basically, I dream about things and they happen like the next day, and I'm not really sure on what I should have been doing really. But I figured that it was just all an act, all not real. But then I realized along the way it started to happen more frequently. It started happening to more fluently, and then I realized it became true, it became possible. All the stuff that I was trying to figure out what was going on with me, I finally know my answer now. So basically I started my journey at the age of 20. But then after that, I started getting to know it more at the age of 23 and 24. So basically, it's like saying that at the start of when you're younger, you start to understand more of your abilities, you start to understand more of who you are and what you are. And no matter what people criticize you, or no matter what people are trying to tell you, you have to know that there are some people out there who have so many types of abilities, and they are amazing and talented and brilliant, but they will help you understand it. So my journey, I should call that, I learned that I am a psychic medium. A psychic that can understand, mostly connect with the person's energy, the person's life path, the Akashic records, and so many other things. I started my mediumship abilities at the age of maybe 5 to 7 years old. So basically, it was like the first thing that I ever saw was a shadow man. And then it grew more into so many things that I didn't quite explain well, with fairies, a mask, and I'm getting the feeling since I've understood it more. I thought it was like a Japanese fox spirit. In terms of Japanese, it's a kitsune. But then when I saw videos and portraits of things, I realized that it was actually quite evil. And for some reason, I think it had followed me into where my grandparents used to live. Really. I didn't know anything really until I started understanding the abilities of what it was. Well, there's no such thing as evil or good. It is just all who you are. But to understand it, I was born as a Christian. I was born as something to understand that God was the only one out there in the world. But then my reality started shifting and it became different, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know who to ask, who to trust. I was all alone until I started to get to know it at the age of 20. So after a while, I started to experience changes that I didn't quite understand or explain quite well to me, and I could never tell my parents about this. So basically, I ask people, what would happen if you were a kid and you were levitating, as in jumping off of a couch and started flapping your wings, like flapping your hands, and you just started levitating out of nowhere? And they said this could really be a demonic thing, demonic experience, which is quite bad, but wasn't possessed. Didn't experience anything like your eyes dilating into like either pitch black or white. And it happened until the age of 10. It stopped at the age of 10. So I'm not really sure what I should have been doing. It was so creepy. And then for some reason they started visiting me more at night. Because mostly during the nighttime things start to develop more. And it was getting quite hard and difficult, and I didn't know really what I should have done. After a while, it just started to disappear, but for some reason, we moved into the new house, which I'm living in now. um, After we lived into the new house, and there were so many things I didn't quite understand or explained well. I started to question everything, but not about religion or anything like that. There's so much. There's like higher ups. There's so many things in the universe. It's very hard to explain. And then I started to experience things. So basically, I took a nap. And I was sleep paralyzed until I realized something was on top of me, trying to break through, trying to climb through, trying to crawl through. And for some reason, it was a very scary experience. I didn't know what it was though, but I could feel its claws, its teeth, its everything. And then when I was hanging out with my friend that one night, we were at the movie theaters, and for some reason we felt this dark presence, this dark shadowed person that was wearing a hat, and it was all dark, like no face, like pitch black. And I was trying to ask, and she was asking me, do you see what I see? Do you feel what I feel? And I was like, yes. We were trying to run, but we couldn't. We didn't have any car. We didn't have anything. It was quite difficult to accomplish, quite difficult to explain. It was a very scary experience, though. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, though. I didn't know anything really. I tried to ask people, but I guess I had to do this on my own to understand my experiences. I'll talk about all my experiences and everything that I learned now, because I know that I need to understand this more, to understand it, to learn about it, to experience it all. I'm ready to take that step, to take that chance, but I don't think no one's going to be allowed to follow me. I have to do this on my own. And a promise is a promise, though. I will never let anyone experience what I have experienced, but some people have already, though. Oops, sorry. I'm shaking this. Some people have. To everyone out there, I hope you can give me guidance and show me what I should do. Well, that is all that I will talk about as of today. I just wanted to talk about my experiences because for some reason I feel like maybe some of you have experienced it as well. So I don't know, but this is like a video of many things. So I'm beginning my journey of so many stories that I have created and so many stories that I will talk about with you. Whether it's horror, my life, my abilities, or anything about the past, I will explain it all to you. And that is all. I hope you have a wonderful and amazing and brilliant and so much in this world. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are the most beautiful thing in the world. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and comments down below if you feel like subscribing, but still, I thank you. Well, bye.